Yeah, so our program is called Linked Mentoring. It was founded in a couple different ways. One was 5 years ago, the organization, or a little over 5 years ago, the organization was founded by a mother and her son when the son came out as LGBTQ plus, and they wanted to build community in the central Massachusetts area. And then I co-founded the actual mentoring program about 4.5 years ago. And that's since become our kind of core program because of the success that we've had, where we create transformative mentorship opportunities between LGBTQ plus young people and LGBTQ plus adults, where those young people are invited to explore their passions and their personhood alongside an intergenerational community. That's kind of our broad mission, but what it looks like in practice is that we're a one-to-one youth adult mentoring program, entirely virtual. All of the mentoring relationships are done virtually. Our age range is 7 to 24 years old. We actually just this year raised the age cap from 17 to 24 because of so much of the feedback that we were getting from the youth in our program, as well as youth outside of the program wanting mentors into that kind of like emerging adulthood period. They meet once per week. And yeah, and it's kind of a pretty flexible, unstructured type of communication there, whether they're exploring their identity or playing games or just having regular kind of day-to-day conversations. We provide some curriculum, but it's really up to the specific match where they go with things. Why we initially integrated youth participatory action research and youth voice. It sort of just started that way. I co-founded the program when I was 20, I believe it was 20 or 21. So kind of being in that young person field age range, it sort of started with that. And then, like I said, it was co-founded by a high school student with his mother. And then him and a few of his friends were on the board, especially for those first couple years in terms of youth involvement on the board. So it really just sort of seemed like a natural transition to continue that on, especially as 5 years later, I feel like I'm kind of like right outside being called a youth in a lot of contexts. But my background in education has always been rooted in kind of like the ideology, nothing for us without us, and other anti-adultism frameworks. So we really just sort of continued on with that. And it's since it sort of started that way, we just continued making sure that it was really integral and core to the program. What our kind of meaningful youth engagement, youth voice has looked like in the past has included a youth events planning committee where they planned a couple different events. One was a virtual pride prom. One was an in-person field day when we are still located mostly in Massachusetts. We've had youth program volunteers, interns, community events, again, led and planned by young people, a drag bingo, a diva off where we like watched music videos together over Zoom and decided which was the best like LGBTQ plus icon. And then currently we have still a youth board member, high school internship program, and then are really invested in making sure that our young people are involved in the matching and kind of initiation processes of our mentoring relationships.